basically we are educating future leadership work on biosecurity, and leaders should understand how to manage biological effect of those toxic materials coming to us naturally or even terrorist attack type of things. And many of STS programs actually teach how to communicate public and policymakers, so that you don't use the jargon. You really have to explain how science works, and at the same time participate in the decision making. So we had a conference on AI, health, defense, and also ethics and policy. Every conference, I appoint a couple students to create the group to divide the tasks so that they learn how to organize conferences. And that task is very important, especially in the science policy, but in the agencies, they are going to work in the future. And also, by having conferences, students meet the top scientists coming to give a talk on those meetings. So the concentration is in the biomedical science policy and advocacy. Again, it is important field to anybody. Scientists should learn the biomedical science policy, because how they're practicing science, how that works, controlled, regulated, as well as how to write a grant, what would make a successful grant as well. So it's very important for scientists to learn about how policy works. So we have wonderful faculties, and that's they are practitioner of field, and so they can bring real-time information to students.
We have this multi-sector approach, people coming from the private and public domain, and bringing their own experience and their culture also. We are in contact with all these universities worldwide. And Georgetown is open, it's an open window to the culture, this consortium of the university. The transdisciplinary approach is putting together on the same table different people, different sector, different discipline, including economy, politics, not only public health and medical approach. So all together, and we are working on solving the problem and presenting this solution to the students.
So graduated students are very successful, in fact. At the of course, defense area, they try a variety of defense areas, as well as U.S. Department of State, FDA, and NIH. They're working at government agencies in the chief level, and also they work for the private sectors or starting own think tank. We have several of them, and as well as clinical setting, so the emergency medicine doctors, as well as quite many went to PhD and teaching. So another circle of the students.